Hi Wildings, welcome back to the Wilding Tarot YouTube channel, and thank you so much for supporting me and other tarot creators by making tarot way more accessible with all this free online content by watching ads. It's the simplest, easiest way to support us and to essentially make sure that capitalist companies pay for your tarot readings for you. What a good exchange of energy. Love that for us. We'll get into today's reading pretty quickly today. I am very excited for you to watch today's reading. It was very fun to record. There was a lot of kind of fun messages that came up, and I think there'll be messages for everyone regardless of your kind of situation right now, whether you're in a no contact, crushing, love, relationship kind of situation. There should be messages for you here. So yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, put your own personal spin on it. You're all intuitive beings. You're very able to do that. So I'm not going to keep you here much longer. Enjoy the vibes of the last few seconds of me putting together our beautiful ritual space for our tarot reading today. But we'll get into the reading and I'll do a bit more of an in-depth explainer of what we're doing and what you need to do to get the best reading for you right now. So let's do it. Okay, Wildings, let's get into today's video. So obviously you can tell by the title we're going to be asking Spirit for channeled messages regarding who is manifesting you. So we're going to find out a little bit about their energy. I'll pull some detailed descriptions about maybe what they're like to give you a bit of an idea of who they are, even if you don't know them yet, or kind of like letting you know who they are if you do know them. So we'll find out who this person is very specifically. And lastly, we're going to use the traditional tarot and the oracles mostly to kind of figure out why they're manifesting you or what exactly it is that they're manifesting. So we're going to find out maybe whether it's like a conscious manifestation, an unconscious manifestation, and kind of what they hope is going to be the outcome of their manifestations. So if that sounds like something you'd like to stick around for, then it's about time to choose a pile to get your channeled messages. So whatever pile you're intuitively drawn to, either pile 1, 2, or 3, heading there using the timestamps below. If you immediately don't resonate with the kind of energies that come out, you can always come back and try again. Or you might find that your particular reading is a mix of 2 piles or 2 energies, or even little pieces from all 3. So just really honoring your intuition in this reading to get the reading that's for you. Obviously I'll do more than this one reading. So if it just so happens that your person, if their energy isn't in this reading for who's manifesting you, then there's always another reading at a later date. So don't stress. There's plenty of options in terms of like getting the best reading for you, and don't sweat if you need to come back on another video or another day to get messages for you. So I feel like that's enough with the explanation and disclaimers. We're going to get into the video. If you still haven't been drawn to a pile intuitively yet, I will leave a little freeze frame up for you to spend a little bit more time kind of pondering on your pile. I definitely recommend like pausing the video on this freeze frame that I'm going to put in to give yourself the most time, especially if you know, like, especially if you feel like you need it, if you need a little bit of quiet zen to pick a pile. So without further ado, we're going to get into today's reading. So wherever you end up, pile 1, 2, or 3, I will see you there in a moment. Hey there, pile 1. Welcome to your reading for who's manifesting you and what are they manifesting. So if you chose this beautiful moonstone, then this reading is probably for you. But as always, taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't. this is a general reading, so there will be some energies here that will belong to specific people. So just, yeah, bring along your intuition and discernment to any reading like this. But we're gonna start with their energies. This is a lot. So the person who's manifesting you is likely someone from the past based on this South Node and Scorpio energy that came out. The South Node usually indicates some sort of like kind of karma with someone, either from this life or a past life. And Scorpio is a huge death and rebirth energy. It rules the 8th house of beginnings and endings, essentially. So yeah, it's very likely that the two of you have history of some kind. If this person feels unfamiliar, you probably have past life karma. And if this energy immediately that's coming through does feel familiar, it's probably a this life kind of connection, kind of depending on your sensitivity to that. This person, I'm getting fairly kind of Aries, Leo, Sag vibes. We do have quite a lot of kind of fiery, more divine masculine energy coming out with this fire element Mars and the first house of the body. These are both heavy Aries energies. Mars obviously traditionally rules Scorpio as well. And Jupiter rules Sag. So yeah, just like lots of fiery energy. Usually this fire element comes out when there's an element of sexual desire, sexual kind of attraction, as well as like heavy creativity, motivation, passion, and like sometimes a little bit of like kind of entrepreneurial energy as well. Usually when the first house of the body comes out, it's referring to someone who looks after their body reasonably well or has a really strong sense of identity. So they might be into the gym, personal development, especially with this Jupiter card coming out, which is a heavy kind of expansive energy. And it's likely that this person has or will provoke you in some way. Like there'll be some ways that the two of you will rub up against each other to kind of bring some stuff out and up, especially if you do have history, which it's likely you will. Yeah, that seems like there's some sort of intentional kind of challenge between the two of you in order to evolve the two of you, in order to kind of create your best self energy. Solar eclipses happen around the new moon. So the new moon usually is all about setting intention for manifestation. So it does seem like based on these two energies coming out that this person is probably manifesting you from a place of like some sort of healing that they want to bring about for themselves, and you're basically the best aligned kind of situation that they can manifest into their life in order to learn these lessons, to gain this healing, to gain this kind of like personal expansion and evolution. So yeah, some people, this person might be consciously manifesting them, but for everyone here, I would say this person definitely probably not on a conscious level is manifesting you from a point of kind of mirroring, healing, wanting to see themselves as they truly are, wanting to deepen their self-awareness and understanding, and bring about their own transformation. This person's probably fairly grounded. This is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. Capricorn and Aries have a lot of kind of similarities, so I probably would say that probably the main two kind of energies here. So yeah, it's probably either Capricorn, Aries, or Scorpio, I would say, or they have those placements heavily in their chart, or that might be their dominant kind of signature sign. They may be well established, or they may be an established person in your life, like one of the two. Like they'll either be personally well established, or they'll have some sort of place in your life or your heart in some way, especially if you guys have current life karma. Like there'll be some sort of significant person. But yeah, I'm getting like lots of heavy fire earth energy from them. But we'll just use our little descriptor words to get a bit more specific about this person's characteristics and traits. So yeah, taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't. Ooh, that's a lot. So we have arched eyebrows, healer, assertive. Yeah, this is this fire kind of Aries energy, networker, humble, energetic. Yeah, again, this fire first house kind of energy. Athletic. Yeah, like we mentioned with this first house energy, they're probably going to be really into kind of working on their body in some way. Okay, this person might be a bit neurotic, and this is this provoker energy, like something that kind of rubs up against you. Wavy hair. Adventurous, again, more fire energy. They might wear glasses or just reading glasses. Sensual, so they probably have a sensual and soft side, which is more of this earth energy coming out. Dark skin. White blonde hair, so that might be either natural, like when they were a child, might be natural now, might have dyed it that way. And sculpted eyebrows, that's supposed to say. So if some of those resonated, then you're probably in the right place. If all of those resonated, you're definitely in the right place. But we'll get some messages from our traditional tarot, find out a little bit more about exactly what this person's trying to manifest with you. Let's have some more about what this person's manifesting. Also clarified the Six of Swords energy. Into this Two of Swords energy, please. So this Six of Swords energy is traditionally a transition and movement energy, and it does have this kind of like X backslide kind of connotation to it. So yeah, it does seem like this person has probably been in your life before, either in this physical incarnation or in a past one. And it seems like probably a lot of their motivation for trying to manifest another chance with you or manifest you to enter their life in this lifetime or whatever the situation may be. Some of their motivation is definitely coming from this kind of like divine kind of inner whisper or inner intuition that kind of is part of their path, and there's things that are maybe that need to be resolved in some way, and or some things that need to be explored. So this might be things being needed to be resolved so that you guys can start again, especially with this Ten of Swords energy. This energy is a Sun in Gemini energy, and a lot of the time it indicates periods of loss and defeat, but it's a card that encourages you to essentially start again under a whole new paradigm. It basically usually tells you that what has been going on hasn't been working. You've reached kind of the end of some sort of like cycle or pattern being played out, and it's time to learn the lessons and essentially start anew or start something using different kind of systems or different dynamics, or just like a different energy, I would say would be the best way to describe it. So yeah, this person likely has some sort of intuitive knowing that the two of you need to kind of try again, or if this is like more of a past life thing, kind of do things differently in this life than what you've potentially done in past lives. So this Five of Wands in reverse, this is a Saturn in Leo energy. So Saturn's like a very binding and responsible and mature kind of energy, and Leo is an energy that loves kind of the limelight and is a very kind of that like assertive fire element energy that we've been talking about. So this card usually refers to figuring out that you're kind of competing against yourself. You're not competing against others. Like, you're not trying to kind of have one person in the right and another person in the wrong. You're trying to resolve issues from a more mature place than that, where you're kind of wrestling your own ego and pride, because Leo is associated with the sun, which a lot of the time is our personality, but also our ego, also what makes us kind of prideful. And it's essentially asking you to push through any self-imposed limitations, any issues of competing against others for that position of who's right and wrong, instead of competing against yourself to become a better version of yourself. So yeah, perhaps in the last incarnation of this connection, regardless of whether it was in this life or a previous life, there was some issues with ego, some issues with tension, some issues with maybe not dealing with things in a super mature way. And definitely this person, from their end at least, they want to do things very differently moving forward. There may have been some sort of kind of challenge for them, in order of like some sort of challenge involving feeling kind of fulfilled, relaxed, and able to really enjoy this connection, whether in this life or past lives. This Four of Cups, this is a moon in Cancer energy, and it's very kind of loving, nurturing energy, but it's also about it's also about kind of trust in the divine in a lot of ways. And because the moon in Cancer rule the fourth house of the home, it's often refers to kind of letting go of any conditions of love that might have been imposed on you at a young age, so that you can really kind of trust the universe to bring you things. And this Page of Wands in reverse, like, because this is such an exploration kind of energy, upright at least it is a very explorative, like going out and finding things energy. When it's in reverse, it's more of a self-reflection thing. So it's likely that this person's kind of manifesting from this position of like figuring out a lot of stuff about their 4th house of the home energy, and a lot of ways that maybe patterns from their past played out that kind of didn't actually serve them and actually kept them from love, abundance, connection, in some way or another, or comfort or security in some way or another. And so, yeah, their manifestation of you is very motivated essentially by their own healing, it seems, by a lot of their own realizations. They've probably, in this time, kind of worked out more sides of the story than what they had previously realized. Like, potentially they were very much in their side of the story, either in this life or in a past life, during your connection, and now they're much more open to different perspectives, and understanding things from different sides of the story. Like, they're no longer trying to make someone right and someone wrong. They're trying to really connect with reality, honestly. Like, the 4 of Cups is all about realistic expectations and being really honest, especially emotionally, because sometimes we use our emotions to manipulate the story of like what happened. And yeah, so it seems like this person's done a lot of growing and healing, definitely a lot of opening up the mind's eye. This 2 of Swords energy is a Venus in Cancer energy, and it often refers to, yeah, being able to see opposing sides of the story. And then this 4 of Pentacles, this is a heavy Sun in Capricorn, stability, security, kind of being really grounded, moving forward really intentionally and with direction. And also kind of like understanding yourself on deeper levels and able to engage really meaningful boundaries. So yeah, it seems like you guys obviously have a lot of history, but this person's done a lot of growing and essentially feels like they're in a much more secure and stable, more expanded, more open place to be able to re-explore this with you and potentially transform the connection into something different, and let go of past patterns to essentially rewrite their future. But we'll get some, that just wanted to pop right out. Okay, so we have Heart with a Key, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. So breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment, healing heart, healing from heartbreak, healing, freedom from toxic relationships or addiction. So yeah, this is basically pretty much what we've been saying this whole time. Like, this person feels like someone from the past that essentially wants another chance, wants to stop whatever pattern you guys got into the first time around, who's done a lot of healing, and who definitely feels like you hold the key to their heart in some way. Okay, so it seems like this separation was challenging for them. They've been sad, they've been missing you, they've been thinking about you, they've definitely been yearning for you, especially if they haven't necessarily met you in this incarnation, and they're probably a little bit unsure about the future and whether you guys actually will get another chance or not. So yeah, that's probably why they're kind of engaging their manifestations to try and kind of give themselves some extra energy, because the uncertainty about the 2 of you okay, I just looked at the bottom of the deck and it was this engagement ring. Everything happens for a reason. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a desire to be in partnership, to commit, to have some sort of union together. Definitely this person sees possible for a possibility for heavy expansion, enjoying each other, play, joy, oneness kind of energy. We do have this girl talk, which is traditionally like a living in the moment, having fun, time with friends, and being happily single. So potentially they perceive you as being in this energy, or they've been in that energy and they're kind of like done with it, and ready to kind of, you know, look for something deeper, essentially. Do we have any more oracles for pile 1, please? Okay, yeah, this person's been doing a lot of growing, and there's probably potential for the two of you to grow more in connection. But yeah, there's probably had to be a lot of acceptance and maturity and growth on either side. And there'll definitely need to be some acceptance of a lot of the past with you guys if you guys are to have another kind of chance. It's probably important to discern whether that's the best fit for the two of you, though, like even though they're manifesting this, or just like have a real hard think about what boundaries might need to be in place to actually facilitate that and make sure that the two of you aren't kind of so triggered to the point where you functionally like can't work it out. Yeah, so just like some things to kind of discern and think about. Conclusions are within reach. This is heavy full moon energy, so a lot of the time the new moon's really good for setting intentions, and the full moon's a really good time to either have your manifestation received or receive some sort of kind of opportunity for growth so that you can better align with whatever it is you're manifesting. So probably at this Cancer full moon, they've probably had some sort of opportunity to get more aligned with this manifestation with you. So it'll just kind of depend on how that all went as to how ready they are. I would say they're probably kind of ready though, like, or just about, just based on these energies. Like this doesn't feel like a far away thing to me for the majority of people here. We do have the blue moon, which is believe in the impossible. So yeah, if this connection feels like super tough or impossible or whatever, like believe it's definitely possible. Okay, so your last little affirmation for the day is I choose to accept myself just as I am because I am my own beautiful creation. So you have like double acceptance here. So there's probably some resistance or lack of acceptance going on either side, probably on both sides, just based on this kind of mirroring energy that came out. So yeah, definitely lean into what acceptance is available for you to find at the moment, and just like keep looking for that, like keep looking for more acceptance, more peace, more serenity, and less resistance or force or trying to manipulate or change situations. But I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you got everything out of this reading that you really wanted and or needed today, or I hope it entertained you at the very least. My name's Jade Rewilding. It's been a pleasure reading for you, and I would love if you could like, comment, and subscribe, and stick around for more intuitive tarot card readings. Until I see you again, ciao. Hey there, pile 2. Welcome to your reading for who's manifesting you and what exactly are they manifesting. So if you chose this beautiful, I think it's an ice quartz crystal, then this reading is probably for you. But as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for this general reading. But let's get some details about this person first of all. So I'm getting more divine feminine energy from this spread. So if you feel like a divine feminine is manifesting you, or perhaps you are a divine feminine manifesting more self-love, then this reading is probably for you. There's definitely a little bit of divine feminine manifesting self-love with this Black Moon Lilith and first house of the body coming out. So if you're a divine masculine, then it's probably likely that the person who's manifesting you will have a lot of self-love, or will have been going through this kind of period of increasing their self-love. And if you resonate more with the divine feminine, then it's likely that you are manifesting a lot more self-love for yourself. It seems like, especially because this Cancer and fourth house of the home, like Cancer, Moon, fourth house of the home, like that is the kind of epicenter of mummy energy in the astrology chart, whereas Capricorn, 10th house, and kind of Saturn energy, but also Sun energy is more kind of like daddy energy. So yeah, this person is giving off heavy divine feminine vibes. And yeah, it seems like what this person is manifesting is a bit more of a better life in general. This sixth house has a lot to do with lifestyle and routine, and kind of what we get up to every day. So it seems like this person definitely wants to kind of enjoy life a lot more. They probably want a partner who's going to be a really good fit and balance for them, and possibly offer kind of like the perfect opposite and also perfect complementary kind of aspects. And if this is more of a self-love thing, then it's likely that you're kind of manifesting that within yourself, so that you can attract that relationship down the line, or you can bring more of that into your current relationship depending on your situation. And yeah, if you're more of a divine masculine listening to this, then yeah, it's very likely that the person who's manifesting you is just generally a good fit. This Saturn energy, it's very kind of binding energy. It can be a little bit karmic as well, but often Saturn's one of the placements I look for in synastry to determine whether people actually have a shot at getting married. So just with these cards coming out so close together, this corresponds with the Justice card in the tarot. So this is kind of heavy marriage vibe. So this person probably wants to get married, or like kind of cares about that, cares about kind of the tradition, the ritual of like maturing into that space with a partner. It seems like this person also probably is heavy into personal development and or spiritual development, and definitely kind of expanding a lot. A lot of the time Jupiter returns signify soulmate relationships coming out as well. So yeah, it's likely this person's manifesting more of a soulmate connection, someone he, she, or they can really settle down with and like really build something solid with. Especially to do with like a really good lifestyle and a really like safe, comfortable, kind of secure home, or home life. It's likely that this person's like fairly witchy, someone who's like a good manifestor. So like based on this card coming out alone, I would say it's very likely this person will get what they want. This first house of the body as well is like heavy, kind of like taking care of the body as part of self-care. So like this might be massages or like facials, things like that, or just like exercising a lot, or you know, looking into nutrition and things like that. Especially with the sixth house energy, like these two vibes together is very like I care about nutrition energy. So yeah, like if that resonates, we're gonna go ahead and get some more description words. Could we please have more about who this person is? Central. All open, athletic, critic. They're probably very good at being critical, both in a good and bad way. Family orientated or oriented, whichever one you prefer. This is that 4th house of the home energy coming out. Outdoorsy, heart-shaped face, adventurous. So outdoorsy and adventurous. Okay, this person's a little bit hot-headed. This is definitely this Black Moon Lilith energy coming out. Both the shadow and light are really at the surface. Storyteller. So they're probably a good storyteller. They're probably really charismatic and engaging. Or they're good at with like the written word, if not. Light blonde hair. Hardworking. Tattoos. Compassionate. All right. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a pretty dope person. And if you feel like this is describing you, then be prepared to manifest some self-love, because yeah, what a vibe. Love that for you. But if you're manifesting this person, they sound dope. Or they're manifesting you, I should say, actually. It's more the energy of this reading. Okay, let's get some more about what they're manifesting. Clarify this Page of Wands energy, please. And this Six of Swords energy, please. So this person's manifesting someone who's essentially going to be a really good support for them, a really good container, can really hold space well, someone who's really empathetic, and really emotionally available. It seems like this person maybe didn't have that in the past. So whether this is more of a self-love thing where you're manifesting that in yourself, or this is more of a connection thing where this person's manifesting you, that's definitely what they're looking for, and that's why they're drawn to you, whoever's receiving this in whatever way. Like they're looking for more emotional availability, probably more passion as well, with a lot of Wands energy. Yeah, there's like so much Wands energy, and a lot of Cups, so a lot of emotional availability, a lot of intimacy, a lot of care, a lot of connection. This person's also manifesting success. I would say this is a little bit material success, but more to do with lifestyle routine. Like they want just like a really good way of life in general, and they're definitely looking for steps to move forward, to move towards like essentially better things for themselves. It seems like potentially in the past this person was unsatisfied in some ways, like they potentially weren't getting their needs met in past connections, or they weren't meeting their own needs through some sort of like self-abandonment or self-betrayal. And so yeah, they're really looking to switch up that pattern and find a real teammate with someone, or with themselves first, before they connect with someone else. They're also likely to be exploring like their own patterns, especially if there's any toxic patterns that have kept them from emotional availability within themselves or emotionally available partners. The Seven of Cups usually signifies some sort of like illusion of some kind. It's a Venus in Scorpio energy, and yeah, it's definitely a very kind of illusion-y kind of energy. Like I definitely get heavy Neptunian vibes, even though it's a Venus in Scorpio. So yeah, these two cards clarifying each other is definitely about a person gaining clarity in some way of their own patterns, and any influences that have kind of essentially been keeping them from what they want, and gaining clarity on like how to move forward in a productive way. This Seven of Wands energy, this is a Mars in Leo energy, and this is about relying on kind of divine protection, divine timing, divine paths, divine intervention to move forward, and definitely like not relying on the ego. Like the Seven of Wands, the positive is kind of choosing your battles really wisely, and kind of diligently following kind of the path from source or the universe or whatever. And the shadow of the Seven of Wands is taking on lots of opponents from a place of ego, from a place of striving, from a place of like wanting the pride of winning, which is kind of the shadow of a Leo Mars energy. And so yeah, this coming out upright though, I would say, yeah, this person kind of gets where the ego comes from, and where the kind of necessary battles as a part of personal growth are very necessary, especially in terms of like opening up emotionally, either to themselves or to another person. This Five of Wands energy, this is Saturn and Leo energy, and this is about pushing through any self-imposed beliefs, limitations, stories, and yeah, like really focusing on up-leveling yourself and not competing with others to gain what it is that you want. So yeah, I'd say this Seven of Pentacles is not really striving for material things, but more striving for things that are actually going to make them happy and enjoy their life, and be essentially like the best person they could be in with the best energy possible, I would say. But yeah, this person's definitely up leveling their life. Like if that's you, like go you. I see you doing the hard work to heal and grow. And if this person is manifesting you, like they're gonna come in just like so healed and ready. Like it'll be so worth the wait. But we'll get some love oracles. Okay, so yeah, this person's definitely felt like not enough in the past. They've probably been in a past connection that really, yeah, maybe there was some gaslighting and just like manipulation, and someone maybe changing this person's kind of reality in some way, or trying to deny their reality. But yeah, this person's definitely set on moving forward towards growth, change, liberation, transition, towards new kind of beginnings. And to kind of let go of all their frustrations, all of this Nine of Cups in reverse, like not getting enough, not getting their needs met, not feeling satisfied, which I'm sensing for them was like almost kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like they kind of felt that way because they were coming from this perspective of not enoughness. And then it kind of manifested them being very unfulfilled in relationship. But yeah, it took maybe a karmic connection to mirror back to them all the ways that they were emotionally unavailable or self-abandoning or creating self-fulfilling prophecies around getting their needs met and things like that. So yeah, they definitely have learned a lot. They've been through it. Yeah, and they're kind of ready to start new things, to follow who truly will open up to them, who likes them equally. They're not willing to chase people that are not willing to show their feelings anymore, and people who kind of change the dynamic where they hold all the power and kind of aren't showing how they really feel, so that they maintain some sort of sense of control. So yeah, this person is definitely not looking to repeat any of those past behaviors. It's so hot. Hang on. So yeah, this person's following their passion, their pleasure. They're not settling for fuckboy energy, essentially. Yeah, they're not giving away their power anymore. They're definitely resisting all of their old patterns and trying to forge new kind of ways of existing. A new kind of dynamic with people as well. Yeah, this North Node energy is about stepping out of your comfort zone, definitely stepping out of any karmic patterns, leaving the past in the past, moving towards the future that you really want and desire. So yeah, this person's definitely on a path forwards and letting go of a lot of stuff from the past. This is like a huge upgrade energy. So we have 2 Taurus energies. So we have your dreams need a practical plan and prosperity lies ahead. I don't know about you, but I love a bit of Taurus energy. That might just be my Taurus moon speaking, but I feel like it's a good time. But yeah, know that everything it is that you're manifesting, especially the 7 of Pentacles energy, which is a heavy Taurus energy, all coming into fruition. If this is for you, if it's for your person, know that, yeah, they're about to have all of their dreams come true, essentially. So we have, my motivation is fueled by the thrill that my goals will bring. I'm ready to create my dreams. So yeah, if this is not about you, they're very highly motivated. If it is about you, I see you being so motivated towards the life that you desire, and working so hard. So you do you, you're winning, you are enough, all those other things. But I think I'm going to leave this here. I hope you got everything out of this reading that you really wanted and needed, or I hope you're entertained at the very least. My name's Jade Rewilding. It's been a pleasure reading for you, and I would love if you could like, comment and subscribe so that you can see me again on your feed for another intuitive tarot card reading very soon. And until I see you again, ciao. Hey there, pile 3, welcome to your reading for who's manifesting you. So if you chose this beautiful pink agate crystal, then this reading is probably for you. But taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't for this general reading. Let's see if we can get some energies for who is manifesting you. So we get some details about them, and then we'll find out a little bit more about the specifics of their manifestations using the traditional tarot. Okay, so this person's either a past life love, has been in your life in some capacity in the past, and or might be some sort of like ex or almost ex or kind of something or other situation with this South Node and 8th house energy. This 8th house has a lot to do with death, rebirth, beginnings and endings, and like intimacy as well. Like it seems like this person might know you in some capacity. As well, we've got this Pluto energy here, which is a heavy transformational energy. It modernly rules the 8th house. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of something or other here. Like you've known this person in a past life. They might be a past life love, maybe a love that you intended to align with in this lifetime in some way, or someone that you've already kind of had some sort of history with so far. This person's probably heavy in air and earth elements, or one or the other. They are probably a really good thinker, communicator, probably have really interesting perspectives, probably can understand a lot of information. They might be a little bit of like a bookworm, or into thinking about complex topics, especially like spirituality, faith. They might like to talk about kind of the home, healing, any conditioning that they might have got from, you know, a young age. We've got kind of like double communication energy with the 3rd house and air element coming out. The 3rd house is ruled by Gemini, which is an air sign, and it definitely reflects communication, both with the divine and other people. We also have the earth element of stability, so they probably are fairly secure and stable. They might be well off financially or have a really good lifestyle, especially with the 6th house energy coming out. 6th house energy is like health, routine, lifestyle, just kind of like how you live on a day-to-day, and kind of how you meet your basic needs, essentially. There might also be a little bit of a homebody with this 4th house energy coming out, or they might be very connected to their maternal figure in some way. Potentially with these 2 cards coming out, they might have some sort of mummy issues that they might be resolving with you, but like I would say that's maybe not for everyone here. That just might be for some. What else? Is there anything else in these cards that I can see? Yeah, we've got kind of like heavy Virgo-ish energy here, heavy Gemini energy here, a little bit of Cancer and Scorpio, a little bit of Sag. Like they're the main kind of signs I would say are here. But yeah, let's get a little bit more information about them using our little describing words. Spirit, can you tell us more about this person who's manifesting us here? Whoop, that was a lot. Okay, so we got a dreamer. He's got fair skin, full lips, wavy hair. Might be very critical. This is the 6th house Virgo energy coming out. They're brave, confident, oval face, courageous. It's like double brave energy. Oh, got someone who's a bit kinky. Love that for you. Career orientated or oriented, whichever expression you prefer. Angel, that's very like kind of sweet energy. Medium hair length. That's relative, so just like whatever you think medium is. Curly, so wavy or curly. Might be a bit of in between or both. Serious, light brown hair. Lover, so the lover archetype is strong. Almond eyes. Straight nose. Athletic body. Cheerful. And assertive. Okay. Hopefully someone's either sprung to mind if this is more of a we've been in a situationship kind of energy, from like some or most of those descriptors. If not, this person might be someone that you haven't actually met yet, that's manifesting like essentially your energy. They might not know that they're manifesting you, but they might know that they're manifesting your energy. But we'll get a bit more about what they're manifesting. Can we clarify this Page of Cups energy? Okay, so I would say for a fair few of you, this is someone who has unfinished business with you, either in this life or in past lives. And essentially what they're essentially manifesting is their dream girl, and you just so happen to fit the bill. So this star is heavy kind of Aquarian wish fulfillment, 11th house energy. And then this Queen of Swords, just like based on how kind of intelligent, communicating, kind of perceptive this person is. Like this Queen of Swords is essentially their ideal partner. The Queen of Swords represents like perception, truth, and kind of being able to understand things on a very deep level. It does have a bit of Gemini-ish energy, the Queen of Swords, which is heavy 3rd house energy. So this person might be, like this person who's manifesting you might be a Gemini, or you might be a Gemini. Yeah, with this Page of Swords and World card upside down, like I would say that this is an energy that you've encountered before, if not in this life, in past lives. The Page of Cups right way up is a very kind of new love, kind of synchronicity, like kind of youthful energy. But the World card is the last card of the major arcana and usually represents some sort of like long period of like kind of learning. So yeah, I would say that the two of you have been in each other's lives in some capacity, either in this life or in past lives. You guys feel like each other's kind of people. You're very drawn to each other. This is also heavy Saturn energy, which brings in a maturity and a binding kind of energy. Definitely some sort of like, yeah, like a lot of the time I look for Saturn kind of aspects when it comes to potential marriages, because Saturn is an energy that will kind of marry people if they're kind of the right fit for each other. So yeah, it's just very interesting that that's come out. I'm gonna sneeze. Don't worry, it's not the Rona, it's just allergies. Yeah, and I would, again, like this Ace of Pentacles, this is kind of very new energy when it comes to manifestation. So the fact that it's in reverse, like this might be someone from the past, especially with this 8 of Swords in reverse. Like this traditionally represents kind of, it's like a little bit of a separation energy, but it's more like being isolated in some way. Like, but how do you feel isolated if you haven't been in some sort of separation from someone, if that makes sense? Yeah, it's a Jupiter and Gemini energy. So again, just like heaps of Gemini energy here. And yeah, it's really about being able to see two sides of the story and letting go of any judgment. So yeah, that might be part of your guys' path in this either incarnation or in this cycle of this connection, is to kind of let go of a lot of judgment and kind of start fresh, but start fresh with the wisdom of your past and the wisdom of the lessons that came with it. This Page of Swords energy is quite a youthful kind of energy when it comes to thinking communication. So potentially this person hasn't communicated kind of the extent of their hopes and dreams to you. Like I'm sensing that this manifestation might be a little bit private or quiet. This Queen of Pentacles energy, this is a very mothering, maternal, kind of empressy kind of energy. It does kind of correlate with a kind of Capricornish, kind of diligent, hard work kind of side, but yeah, mostly it's very kind of feminine, and like kind of creating the family that you desire kind of energy. So I would say this person's kind of like in the background quietly manifesting their future family, and you happen to fit the bill, so to speak. But we'll get some love oracles to find out a little bit more about what this person's manifesting. Spirit, what's this person manifesting, please? Okay, so we have kisses and mirror. So this is unconditional love, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So yeah, this is also mirroring each other, self-image, relationships that reflect our wounds and introspection. So this is a heavy kind of like manifesting a very expansive, very kind of divine counterpart, very kind of like high level connection, I would say, these two cards coming out, especially because we had some ninth house and kind of transformative energy. We also have Cupid's arrow, which is have faith, love is coming, and getting some sort of surprise invitation, but there's usually with it also some sort of like hesitation. Yeah, it seems like there's still some like learning and maybe some boundaries that need to be kind of connected to and understood before this manifestation comes into fruition for whatever reason. Yeah, there might be some things from the past to release, especially if you guys have connected in this lifetime. There's probably some, yeah, things to let go of. But yeah, there's definitely this person's manifesting someone they're intensely attracted to, which we know, like, guys are gonna have, you know, very like abundant kind of life with that kind of stuff. So yeah, and yeah, there's probably some hurt from the past that they're trying to kind of like integrate the lessons from and like kind of get over past hurts, especially if the two of you have been in some sort of situationship before. Yeah, there's probably feelings of like lack, not being good enough on both sides, I would say, that need to be overcome. And yeah, so it's definitely not happening yet because this is a heavy time for healing for the two of you to kind of align with this manifestation. Manifestations tend to align when we've done the healing that aligns us with it, if that makes sense. Like we kind of wish for things like a little bit earlier than we're actually aligned with that thing. But yeah, the fact that you're having that wish means that kind of it's for you, so to speak, based on like the inevitable path forward. So let's get an affirmation for you. Okay, so we have, I release all that confines me, I set myself free. This is especially to do with the prison of resentment. So if there's any things that feel confining from the past with this connection, regardless of whether it was in this life or the last, like, yeah, just like really looking to release a lot at the moment. There's like double release here. So there's obviously things that need to be released here. But I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you got everything out of this reading that you really wanted and needed, or I hope you were entertained at the very least. It's been a pleasure reading for you. My name's Jade Rewilding, and I will be back on this channel to do more intuitive tarot card readings. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to catch the next one that I post. But until I see you again, ciao.